How's everything going today? I hope you're all doing well and having a fabulous day. I can't find my cleaner. Where is it? My little cloth, you know? My phones are freaking out. Doing their own thing. Let's get the spirit box going. And just out here getting set up, getting ready. Hi everyone. Hi Cindy. Hi Black Widow. Hi Angela. Fucking awesome. I am fucking awesome. Can't tell you enough. Here's my little cloth. I have no idea what that was. I think Meow Meow did that. I guess I'll have to use my shirt. Hi Danny. Praise the Trident. Full supermoon tomorrow. I know, I'm so excited. So excited. I'm gonna get lots of water out. I already have some out, but I'm gonna be bringing that in and putting some new waters out for tomorrow. I have to make sure I have water all the time now because I use the water cauldrons so much. You know, I'm always using the water cauldron, so yay. I've had a lot of people, witchy friends of mine, contacting me having problems with this black globby energy that drains you. It'll attach to you, especially when you're sleeping. And I've been dealing with this for some time. I know I first encountered it probably 5 years ago in my husband's camper. It was in the back room there, and it would cocoon him. And you experienced that today. It would cocoon him, and I swear it took everything I had to push it out and get it out, because I couldn't sleep with it in there. And then it was so hard to get rid of. I'm not even kidding. It's really thick, and because I don't feel like it's intelligent. And so that's why it's so difficult to get rid of. You can't you have to use your literal actual energy to push it out, but then it feeds on energy, so it's really tricky. um and so I just don't go in the camper very often. I don't sleep. I just kind of show up and then do my thing, ride around in my machine, and then leave, and then I don't have to deal with it. But it's out of there now. But it took me a long time to figure out how to remove it. And then a few months back, we were redoing the living room downstairs, and I had taken all the diabonds that I had in my bedroom and put them in the living room for art, and then it came in my bedroom when I took the diabonds out. And I had the same problem, and I was like, son of a bitch. I fucking hate that. That black lava energy. Everybody has a different name for it. I think one of my friends called it a blob, a black blob energy. It's just It, to me, like those lava lamps that when they heat up, they kind of droop around. It looks like that, but only it's black, okay? And then it just like, it'll form to you and it'll just drain you of your energy. And it's a pain in the ass. But so I had to take the Diabond, one of the Diabonds, I took Lucifer's and put it back in my room, and then it quit coming. That energy was able to keep it from coming in. You got to keep those higher frequencies around you to keep it off of you and keep it away from you. And so anyway, so I did that, and I haven't had that problem again. But the higher frequencies definitely keep it out of your house and off of you. So maybe you could try doing the high frequencies mantras on YouTube. They have them. They'll just put high frequency, home cleansing mantras, and they're really annoying. So, like, put them on when you're gone. Like, if you're going to go grocery shopping or whatever, just put your TV on and let them play, or your computer or whatever, and just let it play while nobody's there, because otherwise the frequencies are not always pleasant. And it'll just it'll help to clear them out. But anyway, so I'm going to be doing a video on my Patreon on some cleansing spray that helps get the residue of it out. And my guides told me how to make it. And so, I'm gonna go ahead and make it, just because I've had like 4 people who are good witches contact me. I have these little nets in here, little flies. If you got flies, you got spies. Anyways, so I'm gonna be making that on. I'm gonna make a whole batch of it on my Patreon for you guys and show you how to make it, because it's really is. So let's say Louisiana. Hi. And it's not, I don't know if it'll like completely get rid of it, because it is really hard to get rid of. You have to do the higher frequencies to kind of push it out. And I think my theory is that how it gets on you and comes around is because I feel like some of us have we're like sponges, right? And so when we go into public places, I think we attract all that energy, and then it just kind of blobs them like a blob, and it just kind of follows us around, and it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger, And God damn, I don't like those. We need an incense. Get rid of the. You know what we're gonna burn today? Today we're gonna burn some sandalwood. But I think that's how we get it. I think it just is attracted to our frequencies. And then we're like a sponge. And then it just collects and gets all around us. And then I'm gifted in many ways. What are your gifts? I have many gifts. But I think that it does that. I think that it absorbs, that we absorb it, that we attract it, and then, everywhere we go around town or wherever we're at, it just kind of collects and collects. Oh, there's another little blob. And then it comes, and then there's another blob, and then it comes, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then we have this huge thing of, I don't want to say it's negative energy, but it certainly isn't positive. So I think it's just like, it's got to be like a form of negative or lower level vibrations, whatever you want to call it. But it's been a really common problem lately, and I have, like I said, I have several witchy friends who are experiencing that right now, who have been struggling with it. So I am gonna share the formula that I use to get rid of it, um, and hopefully it will benefit you as well. But it will be only in my Patreon. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and work on that this week. I kind of want to get it made tomorrow so it could sit out in the full moon, and I want to charge it in the moon, and so I'll probably be out here making it tomorrow during the day, and then I'll post the video right after I make some. And then it's going to go in my circle. What I make will be in my circle charging for the full moon tomorrow. And so if you're not in my Patreon and you want my recipe to spray around, and it's just going to be used to like spray around your house. And no, it's probably not going to smell good. It's not an air freshener. Okay? And a lot of times the stuff I make doesn't smell good. My potions don't smell good, they stink. I'm buffering a little. So, anyways, so that's what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. And I'm just going to make a big jar of it. And that's it. It'll be up in the Patreon tomorrow. And the only reason I'm hurrying and doing it like that is because everybody's big I've had, like, in the last week, I've had literally 4 people contact me and ask me, what the fuck is this shit, and what do I do about it? So, I'm trying to set this down. So that's what my perception of what it is, and you know, if you have a different idea of what it could be or what it is, then by all means leave it in the comments, because it is so annoying. I'm telling you, and it is really difficult to get rid of. So if you have a technique that you use and you would like to share it, you know, please do so. I'm open. When it comes to that stuff, it's like really frustrating, but I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. We just collect it everywhere we go throughout the day. It just collects, and then it grows and grows and grows, and then it just will stick to you, follow you around, stick to you, and then when you go to sleep, I have seen it and watched it like cocoon my husband, and it just like comes in the room like this big blobby black energy, blop 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 blop, and then it'll just go right over him and go, and then I'm like, son of a bitch. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know what the fuck that is. But I throw a big fit. I like tried all kinds of different things till, I spent an entire night one night removing it, and it took me forever to get it out. And it's really frustrating, I know, and it's tiresome, and you just get sick of it. And but I have found that the Primacraft Diabonds work well. Mine do, anyways. Work well to keep it out of my room, so I can sleep in peace, and I don't have to have it. I don't have to deal with it. And I have them throughout my house, so it's like they don't it doesn't come on my property anymore. It doesn't come around here because I have it, protected. Um and so, but anyway, so if you're dealing with that too, and you'll have to get on the Patreon to get the recipe, because I'll be making a big old batch of it tomorrow. And yeah, yay! Look, I'm using my Stanley Cup. One of my girls sent me that. Anyways, another thing I wanted to talk about, since we're talking about pain, frequencies, and a lot of times some people, okay, you know how when you meet someone and you just can't stand them and you don't know why you can't stand them, and you're just like, I don't know what it is about that person, but I just cannot stand them. You love my bandana. Thank you. I do too. It's a new one. I saw it and I was just like, oh yes, black and blue. Anyways, it's just a frequency thing. Okay. Like for me, I'm at a different frequency, Angel. I'm at a different frequency than most people, and so a lot of times people will freak the fuck out. They can't stand me, or they, it's crazy, but it's like sometimes when you're doing soul ascension work, let me put it this way. Sometimes when you're doing soul ascension work, you'll have friends forever, right? Like people have been your friends for years and years and years. You're doing soul ascension work, and then all of a sudden, they can't stand you. They start talking shit about you. They they turn on you. They don't want nothing to do. Blah blah blah. It's just because you're at a higher vibration, and they hate it. They can't stand it. And it's really sad, and it can really hurt your feelings, and I know that, but you know, you can't take everyone with you. Some people just have to be left behind. And it's not your fault, and it's not your problem. And my advice is just to stay focused. Stay focused on your path, on your soul, on your own soul ascension, and let other people worry about themselves. I have spent a lot of time trying to bring people along with me that I like I'll people that I like, that I love, and I want to take them with me, and then I can't. You can't do it. Even if you want to, you can't, because you don't match. Your frequencies don't match. They don't line up with theirs, and things will happen and you'll be like bewildered. Like, what the fuck just happened? How did that happen? I didn't do anything, and now all of a sudden they just can't fucking stand your vibrations. And it's nothing personal, it's not anything personal, and it just, you can only carry people for so long, and then the gods are just going to cut it off. They're going to be like, no, you can't take that one either. No, you can't carry that one through. No, you can't carry that one through. And I do that a lot. I'll try to help people and bring them with me, and I'll try to like drag them through in with me, and they're not capable of doing it, because theirs is different than mine, and that's okay. And I'm not saying that I'm better than anyone else. I'm just saying that it's a different frequency. Mhm. Yep. Yep. And so it's a different frequency, and they just, It's like nails on a chalkboard to them, you know? And so it makes no sense why they can't like have their own frequency and still be able to be around you and yours, but for whatever reason it's not, you can't. And it's really sad, and sometimes it really is like you have really close friends and then all of a sudden they fucking turn on you and just take some small little thing and they'll like, hi Av, and they'll like turn it into this big monumental huge thing, and you're like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Like, none of that happened. I don't know what you're saying. You're full of shit. None of that happened. They'll create these big things in their mind because they're on a whole different frequency than you and they can't stand it. And so you just have to be okay with it and just be okay with letting them go because there's nothing you can do. There's, there's just no point. There's nothing you can do to fix it. You can't change them. You can't change what happened. And a lot of times after some of the things that are created and spoke out against you, you can't, even though you don't really care because it's not going to affect you because you're at a higher frequency. It's like you can't forgive it, you know. Or you can forgive it, but you can't like ever trust them again and that kind of thing. It's just done. And it doesn't matter if they apologize or not because it's just after that, after all of that type of behavior happens, you know that the gods are just separating you two and you gotta move on. And it's hard and it's sad and it's like, it's bullshit, but you know, whatever. So you just focus on your own path and don't try to bring people along with you because it'll blow up in your face. Every time. So, yeah. Shadow work is so much fun. Don't you love it? It's so awesome. Everybody always loves fall and loves Samhain, and it's the witch's time. And I have to tell you, I really do love this time of year. I love the fall and the winter. I'm totally okay. I'm with you on that. But the shadow work that you have to go through during Samhain and this time of year, man, I don't know about all that, but nobody should like shadow work because it's not fun. Shadow work sucks, you know, it really does. It's not good times. Um. Anyways, so, but you know, it is what it is, and you can't take it to heart and just move on. Just move on. I don't like when these things happen to me quite often. I really feel like I was catapulted through the current that I'm in, and it's been a whirlwind, you know, of people going through my life, and I've learned a lot from that, and I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from that, from being catapulted and having my life change so drastically, you know, through the years, and gone through multiple friends or people that I thought were my friends, And but it's always because I'm trying to bring them with me, and I cannot. I cannot. You can't. You can't. You have to let people. You have to let people go through at their own pace, in their own way, in their own time, on their own path, and you can't allow them to attach themselves to you and carry them through. You, ours, you just can't do it. It's not right. And more than likely, the gods will remove them and say, no, you can't put them there. They don't belong there. That's not their path. Even though they think it is, even though they want that, or they think they want that, that's not for them. And they will take it away really quick. So, lessons, life lessons, and going through all these things. Some say that the veil has been thinner than usual this year, even before Samhain. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Totally. Another thing, when you're doing work like this, a lot of times we will we will try to, as humans, I was gonna say as witches, but as humans, we will try to like go to each other for everything. And you really shouldn't do that. You really should just go to the gods with everything. Whoever you work with, whoever is your goddess or your god, whether it be Lucifer or Hecate or Belial or whoever, wiser than me, then that's who you should go to with your problems. You shouldn't spread your stuff to people all over the place, because then you're speaking curses on people, and then depending on who that person is, it's not that that person's going to come after you, but they have protection in place, and then it will multiply what you said against them. It will multiply, and then it will come back and smack you so hard that you will go backwards in time, and then it will take you forever to get back to where you were. So be careful when you're spreading gossip about people, especially when this shit you're saying is untrue, made up in your own mind. And also, when you think that, okay, sometimes people will, in when they're like occultists or things like that, sometimes beings, and they'll think it's like their god or their goddess or whoever, they'll think it's them telling them things about certain people, um and but really it's not them. Really it's something else. There's trickster spirits, and they'll come and tell you things about other people. We'll just say that, other people. But everything they're saying to you is just to fuck with you. They're just fucking with you. And then you believe it. And you really think that that's what happened, and that, oh my gosh. And no, it's all lies. And you fucking believed it. So I guess you have to really weigh shit out. And if that's happening to you, You have a lot of work to do. You can't tell the difference. You have a lot of work to do. Because they'll they'll feed on you. They'll play with you. Especially if you're doing stuff that you're not ready to do. If you're doing rights that you don't have any business touching yet, you're not ready for it yet, you haven't prepared for it, you haven't done the previous formulas to build up your tolerance or your vibrations so that you have permission to do it, and they're just telling you, yeah, do it anyways. You're listening to the wrong vibrations. You're listening to the wrong frequency because it's tricking you. And then you're just going along with it. And we call it sometimes, it's like being given over to your own delusions. And we call it the curse of the locust. And in our current, we call it that. And all the which, it's anybody could get it. It's not, if you're good or bad or whatever, it can go to anyone. We all have it. And you could pick it up or not. But it's really sad when you see people that you've known for a long time getting turned over to their own delusions and being lied to, and they won't listen to anything you say, and they just have their own whatever. They're just going off on their own thing, and they're just totally fucking themselves up and jumping all around and doing things that they're not ready to do. And it's so heartbreaking because even if you tell them, but did you do this first? Did you do this first? Have you already done that? And they're like, yeah, no, I don't have to because I'm special. And it's like, no, you're not. You're not special. You're not excluded from doing the work before that to build up to that. These formulas were given by the gods in a specific way for you to follow. You are not excluded from doing them the way they're laid out. The Kate doesn't want them watered down, so don't water them down. Don't think that you're special, so you don't have to do it the way you're supposed to do it, because you do. You do have to do it the way you're supposed to do it. You're not special. You're just like the rest of us. Sorry, but I've had so many people in my life tell me that they can do it this way and they can do it that way. And they don't have to do this way, and they change the formulas, and then they go and then the next thing you know, they've lost their fucking mind, like gone crazy. And I know I'm just dumping this out there tonight because it's been something that I've been dealing with with some people that I know for the last, I don't know, probably 4 years. I've been dealing with people that I know that won't listen, and they think they could change things and modify them to the way they are comfortable doing it. No. You're not modifying it, you're watering it down. And it's so fucking annoying. And they won't listen. And then one after the other, I'm watching them totally be lost. Gone. They lose their minds. They get sick. They lose everything in their life. Hi, sweetheart. They lose everything in their life. They can't make it. It's just, it's so sad. And it's like, what's the problem? All you have to do is go along like it says. You don't have to change it. Hi, Lucifer. You don't have to modify it. to suit you. If you can't do something the way it's supposed to be done, then don't fucking do it. And earn it. Build up to it. Even if it takes time. Even if it takes a year. I know I've used this example many times, and I'm sorry for dumping this all on everybody, but I've been put through the ringer this week on all of this kind of stuff, and I have just been sitting quiet and not saying anything, and I really feel like it's time to just say something, because it's just disgusting and it's really sad, and I'm sick of it. And so I'm trying to do it the most politically correct way that I can. And I'm saying these things in love and from my heart. So please don't twist my words. But you have to be careful if you're doing this type of stuff. It's not a game, and if you're doing it just to get more power, just to be more powerful, more power, you're not going to make it. If you're just doing it just to get stuff, you're not going to make it. And if you catch yourself doing it just to get stuff, because sometimes we can get caught up in the power and the energy and the high vibrations, and then we can get caught up in that because we're human, right? But if you catch yourself doing that, stop. Stop everything. Walk away for a while until you get your shit lined up the way it's supposed to be. Go to your gods and ask them to pull that shit off of you. Because and I don't care if you're like, oh, I'm doing devotions every day. I give them offerings all the time, blah, blah, blah. I have this great relationship with them. Awesome. But if you're doing it to get something in return, if you're doing it to get more power, if you're giving those devotions and doing these rites and this and that just to get more power or to get money or whatever, you're not going to make it. You fucked up. You did it wrong. You're wrong. It ain't going to happen. You're going to fall on your face. You're going to be given over to your delusions. You're going to get all this power and energy, and then you're not going to get anything. And you're going to lose it all. And you know why? You did it for the wrong reason. I had to dump those ashes. I just want them and to change myself for sure. I don't care about the power, the gods, or the power. It's hard. It's hard because you can get addicted to it, you know? You can get addicted to it, and you can, like, you know, fall into a pattern, you know, and all of that. But, and I understand that. I'm human too. I have to go through these emotions too. I'm always trying to keep myself in check. And even if people start pouring that shit on me, oh, you're such a powerful witch and this and that, I'm like, blah blah. You know, don't tell me that. Like, don't talk to me like that. Don't put me up on some pedestal. I'm uncomfortable there, and I don't want you to put me on a pedestal. I don't want you to put me in the place of the gods. Hi, Maya. I just want to do my work, and that's it. I don't want to have to, you know, be put in that place, but I always have to keep myself balanced, and I do a pretty good job of it most of the time. But I do get a little egotistical at times, and but I always, go back and go, no, that's wrong. Don't act like that. Don't think that way. Keep yourself in check. And I do a pretty good job at self-correcting. Um, but sometimes it happens because I'm human too. So, yay! Don't you love the human experience? But anyways, I'm trying to get off my soapbox now. I feel like lately, all I've been doing is bitching at everybody on here, and I don't want to do that, but there's been a lot of stuff going on lately, and um, and I'm not happy about it, and I don't like it, and it's all bullshit. It's all fake, um, made up, delusional bullshit, and I can't really do anything about it, and so I just turn it over to the gods, and then just sit back and let them do whatever they want to do, because I'm not going to touch it. I don't touch that shit. So keep that in mind when you're dealing with illusions and delusions. Sometimes a spirit will come and tell you a bunch of things, and it's a test just to see how you'll respond to it, to see how you'll react. And if you fail, sometimes the price is really fucking high. And you gotta start all the way over. All the way over, all the way back to the beginning you go, just like in Sorry. The game, Sorry. All the way back to the start line because you failed. So enjoy that. I'm not going back to the start line, I can tell you that. You've been tested like that? Yeah. We all get tested, but it's not going to be given to you freely. And God's know your weakness. Kicks you back to start. Sorry kicks you back to start. Yep. Let's start all over. Bye. Sorry. You gotta start all over again. 'Cause you were a dumbass. Yep. You gave in to your delusions. Not my fault. And that's another thing. When that kind of shit happens to your friends and family and people that are in your circle or whatever, it's not your fault, and it's not your responsibility to fix them. You have to let people go through their own shit. And that's hard to do sometimes, but yeah. Huh, meow meow. Meow. Hi, baby. Come here. What are you doing? Come here. Come here, love. Come here. Are you gonna come here? Oh, come here. Come here. Here's my girl. She won't. I almost had you. She's really good at like being close to you, but staying like arm's length away so you can't get a hold of her. What? She's funny. But anyways, so I know it's a hard time of year for everyone, but sometimes you fail your test and then you have to start over. Sorry. Your weakness was exposed. Now you have to fix it. Welcome. Welcome to my world. Oh my gosh, have you guys seen those hairy beanies? They're like got those frilly strings that go all over in their beanies. Have you seen them? You look like Meow Meow the ginger cat. He called you a ginger cat. Can you believe that? Hi, baby. She let me pet her. Yes. Well, you want to come here? Are you climbing up on my leg? Come here, baby. Come here. It's okay. Look at her. She's so cute. Hi. Look how cute she is. Oh, are you purring? Are you purring? Yeah. I always tell her you're a tiger. Are you a tiger? And she says, yeah. And I tell Hades he's a lion. And I tell Meow she's a tiger. She's a tiger cat. Look at her. She's just a happy little stray cat. Yeah. Alright, there you go. Go on. See? It's nice to get love sometimes, Meow. But yeah. Failed. That's what I said. He failed. Failed the test. Back to the start line. You gotta fix it and start all over. Yeah. Anyways, I think they talked about a lot of garbage tonight. So what are your plans for Samhain? What are you guys doing that's fun and exciting on Samhain? What witchy things are you doing? I'm going to be doing a lot of things. We are going to be hopefully taking a trip up to the mountains. Unless it's raining, of course, then we won't go if it's raining. But hopefully, meditation. We should be dancing and dancing around a fire. I want to go to the bars with my friends. And nothing left to do. I want to go to the bars with my friends. Ugh. In the forest. Harmful. Yeah, we're going to be just doing witchy things, you know, working in the circle, having a nice big fire in the cauldron out there. One of the days we're going to go up to the mountains to ride around and do offerings and, you know, just go in and look and enjoy the the colors of the mountain. You know, they're all the leaves are changing colors, so we're gonna ride around up there and look at all the color change. It's beautiful, and just enjoy ourselves and really, um, living in it. We're gonna do a lot of gratitude and offerings, and just have so much to be, that I'm grateful for, and I'm really going to be doing a lot of, things like that during the rest of this month. Um, Black Widow's already started her stuff, so I'm going to be, I have a lot of really nice, beautiful things that I'm doing that I wasn't expected to do. I am back. I wasn't expecting to do any more work um, um, for the rest of this year, but I am for sure doing one more thing on Samhain, and so I've been kind of preparing for that this week. It's awesome. It's awesome, and I really like the candles that you posted on Facebook too. Those were so pretty, and I liked how you used. So I wanted to ask you, did you like? You said you were putting sandalwood on them. So did you use like the incense and then like put it on there, or did you use like the oil, the essential oil, on your candles? Because it looked like powder, like you put like a sandalwood powder on it. Is that what you did? I always just use the oil, but I guess I could get like the sandalwood incense and then break, like this, and then break all of this off, and then put it in my mortar and pestle, and then put it on there. Use the incense powder sandalwood. Yeah, that's what I thought. To seal in the grooves. I had a beautiful time with Kathy. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. I thought they were really pretty. And I hope you know that my comment on that was sincere. Um, I think sometimes people will misunderstand your compliments. Candle offerings are something that people do all the time, every day, but um, you can tell when they're just given because, oh, it's time to do candle offerings, or when there's love put into it, and you could tell the energy. Yeah, I don't ever comment on anything ever. Very seldom. But it did make me feel like I could feel like I could feel the energy in them. Like I could tell that they were made out of love, and it was just a beautiful offering. Simple, beautiful, but done with love. So it was like, I think that sometimes a lot of us, we get busy, and we just want to go and get all of our rights done, and we'll just keep going like that, and we don't sit back and realize and look at just putting your love into a simple thing as carving a candle for the gods, and putting their favorite incense on it, and whatever, like just taking the time to do that just because you love them and not because it's scheduled. Oh, it's my scheduled time to do a new candle or whatever, because we all get caught up in the busyness. And I think that that's important to do too. I'm just really like being shown a lot of things like that lately, and um, you know, so I'm noticing these things. I'm sure they want me to go, 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 but you love your devotional bubble. Hey, devotion is very big part of it, huge part of it. Dedication, devotion, loyalty, love, it's all required. All required. So, it was cool. I liked it. I'm down. But anyways, so I'm gonna get off of here. I only have a few. I have a few things. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 things. Let me see. One. There's 2 in there, but just it's just 1. 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 things to work on tonight, and my table is a mess again. I am so messy. My table is a mess again, so I need to get all of this straightened out and get some poppets pulled, and then I'll be in my private group to do my work. Have a good night. Enjoy your full moon tomorrow night. I will not be on tomorrow night for the full moon because I have other stuff to do. And every full moon and new moon I'm busy. But I will see you guys Friday night. I will be back Friday. And hopefully I won't be bitching or on a soapbox or yelling at anyone or nothing. I'll just be my happy-go-lucky self. Peace out. Bye.